has started. The 8th grade, so food bin is in room 3, 9th is in room 6, 10th is in room 8, 11th is in room 1, and 12th is in room 4. So please bring in a bunch, like canned food and other like non-perishable items and donate it. It's for a good cause, and you get class points, so yay, win-win. Also, tomorrow's Halloween, so if you dress up, there's going to be like a little runway in the quad with like Halloween music. So if you're dressed up, please come like during the latter half of lunch and show off your awesome costumes. Yeah.
There's a French Honor Society meeting today in the lunch. We're going to start using Twitter, and so you should come.
Okay.
Many towns in the United States do something that is called a solstice walk. Basically, it involves setting up little tea light luminaries along the water for people to walk along on, guess what, the solstice. And it's usually done for charity. You have little donation stations at either end for people to donate, but they don't have to. If you would be interested in setting up one with me for the solstice this year in Pacific Grove along Lovers Point all the way towards Cannery Row, please come see me during tutorial in room 3. And yes, you can get service learning or community service hours for this.
Earthquakes and fires and smoke, oh my. We practice safety drills a couple times a quarter so that when a real emergency happens, like a Fort fire, out of control, that we can respond to it, and the goal is to keep you guys safe. Well, we can do something on a daily basis to help keep you all safe, and that's to practice safe driving. Just the reason I bring this up today, just Monday we had one of our students nearly had a serious crash just a couple hundred meters up the road from school. What was the weather like on Monday?
Rainy.
Rainy. It's not like today, right? So it was rainy. What happens to the roads when it rains?
Slippery.
Yeah, they get wet, they get slippery. Yeah, the coefficient of friction decreases. It's very good. This is really on the first rain of the season. It's been dry all summer, and the cars are leaking gas and fuel and oil. Especially where the intersections where the traffic slows down. So what happens after these months of dryness, when the first rain comes, it's like an oil slick out there. It gets really slippery, so you have to be extra careful when you're driving. The coefficient of friction decreases, so that means you have less friction available to help you slow down, to help you turn around the corner. So if you're going up around the corner, and it's normally designed to go at 30 miles an hour, what should you do when it's rainy and wet outside? You should slow down to a safer speed. By slowing down to a safer speed, you minimize the centripetal acceleration, therefore require less force to help you go around the corner. What happened on Monday, someone was coming to school, I'm not sure if they were driving too fast or they just weren't paying attention. They came around the corner right up the hill here by York Road, on the top of the hill. They didn't make the corner. They went across the road, spun out, went off the road, came back onto the road, narrowly missed an oncoming car. Some people almost really had a bad day that day. So when it's raining outside, when the roads are slippery, you have to drive slower, give yourself more space so you can stop over a longer distance. And if you're late to school, that's okay. We'd rather have you be late to school than take unnecessary risks and have an accident. If the person was distracted, and that's why this happened, make sure you're paying attention. When you're driving the car, your job is to drive the car. Don't be distracted by your passengers. Don't be texting. Pay attention to what you're doing. Okay? As long as we're talking about car safety, there's been some incidents in the parking lot lately where people are driving too fast. And parents, that means you too. What's the posted speed limit? 5 miles an hour. It's really slow. If you think you're going too fast, you probably are. If you think you're just crawling along, going too slow, that's good. You should drive slow. Use the drop-off and pick-up circles. So don't park in front of the stairs. It just blocks traffic. Make sure you use the drop-off and pick-up circles. Observe the posted speed limit. Also, talking about driving safety, distracted driving. Let's see, what else? Oh, Andrea, you had something else?
Parking at the top of the
Yeah, no parking at the top of the stairs. Yeah, texting, so basically drive safe, yes.
While we're talking about safety.
Yes, oh.
The birds.
Bird safety.
Bird safety.
This is very important.
So a lot of the paper bag lunches that you're bringing are getting ripped apart by the birds, and the birds are choking on your bananas and your Oreos. I've had to do the Heimlich twice on a crow in the last 2 days. So don't feed the birds. Make sure you're feeding yourselves, because when the birds eat your lunch, you don't get to. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Be safe.
What is the coefficient of friction with the Heimlich maneuver on a crow choking? It's my pleasure to introduce a guest we have on campus today. Mark Salkin is the head of Urban School in San Francisco. He's going to be here again in February with some of our colleagues from other California schools as part of our accreditation process. Mark, welcome to New York.
Yep, great.
There's an opportunity coming up after when the next health and fitness session starts. It's going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, tutoring at King Elementary School. It's just over in Seaside. I drive a van full of students over, and it can count as either hours or service learning. We help the kids get their homework done, and then the other day that we go, we teach, and that's how it gets counted as service learning. So you can teach whatever you want, whether it's talking about art or doing crafts or reading stories or anything that you're interested in. So if you're interested in doing this, you will need to sign up for a regular health and fitness activity, and then once I approve you as one of the kids who gets to go, you get to be exempt from that activity. But you have to have an active health and fitness on Monday and Friday, so you're still getting some exercise. You can't be on a sports team, and you can't be in the winter school play in order to do that. If you have your own transportation, you are automatically in. Otherwise, I take names and put people on a waiting list for the school van.
Last night, several of our high school choral singers were auditioning for the Center Coast Section High School Honor Choir. I think we were there till about 8 o'clock last night. But I just got results today for the middle school honor choir, and I'm delighted to announce that Alex Paletti will be in the 8th grade.
The best things in life come at times you least expect them. Yeah, I know. It sounds like some annoying and inspirational momism, but it's true. Think of something great in your life. A best friend, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, really good food. Were you expecting it? When you walked into that room, did you say to yourself, the person I'm going to eat lunch with, throw things at, and make fun of for the next 4 years is in here? Did you even consider yourself for that internship or that role? Were you expecting delicious food? I remember meeting most of the people I'm closest with today, but almost every instance was by chance. In 5th grade, I decided to sit next to a girl I didn't really know on the bus. She was in the same class as a friend of mine, and I'd heard that she'd read Maybird, my favorite book at the time, that no one else had even heard of. I was definitely taking a risk, seeing that there were plenty of other empty seats on the bus, and I'd honestly never heard this girl talk before. But it paid off. In the coming years, she turned out to be one of my best and only friends as I lost some other ones. She even came to high school with me. Speaking of high school, here at York, we're presented with thousands of random little opportunities to meet lifelong friends. For example, before I was even enrolled, I sat in Mrs. Smith's office nervously twiddling my thumbs before my interview. My mother had abandoned me here, alone, in this strange and scary place, with only the vague promise to be back in an hour. Lucky for me, there was another prospective freshman waiting too, to make conversation with and make me feel a little safer. On the first day of school, a former 8th grader offered to help when I couldn't get my freaking locker open. So, yeah, the best things do come at times you least expect them. You may not even know at the time that something huge is happening. Only when you look back do you realize that had any little thing gone differently, an irreplaceable part of your life would be missing. Be thankful for little things, like good books, small talk in waiting rooms, and stupid lockers.
A quick reminder and an apology in advance of Monday, November 4th, that there will be no classes on campus. We hope you enjoy your 3-day weekend, but I just want to remind you that faculty will be working. This is Professional Growth Day. We do this from time to time so that we can attend conferences, visit other schools, conduct some research, read, and reflect on the teaching and learning here at York so that we continue to inspire and prepare you. So thank you for letting us have that day, and take care of yourselves. Thanks.
Yesterday was a day to remember.
Yesterday was Jack Bass's 18th birthday.
So be scared, because he can now vote. Ryan Clark, also, his birthday is today. He's turning 17, so congratulations. Also, Robotics Club. We're meeting today.
We have some very big news we're going to be sharing with whoever's going to be there, so make sure you show up.
Yeah, we're sorry that the last meeting didn't turn out that well because of the SHIELD conflict, so please come today at lunch, Mr. Hudis' room. There is very important news.
There are no excuses. There aren't any labs today, so be there. Also, for soccer, I've been hearing some kind of disturbing things about people not playing because they don't think they're good enough, or because they don't think they'll make the varsity squad, or because they don't think they'll get playing time. You've got it completely wrong. That's not how York soccer works. If you show up and if you go to practice and if you work hard, you will play every day and in every game. So if you're worried about not playing because you're not good enough, you've got the wrong idea. Come out, show up, and you'll play in a game.
Mountain bikers, I'm trying to plan another trip out to Couch Canyon for this Friday. Scotty, are you here? Can you vouch for the shred-worthiness of this trail? It's pretty shred-worthy? Yeah, so if you're interested in mountain biking, come see me. We're going to try to go for a great ride Friday afternoon. See me later.
Okay, so tomorrow the volleyball team will be having a bake sale during lunch.
And the theme's going to be Halloween / Harry Potter because Emily's going to make acid pops.
Harry Potter, so remember to bring your money.
So for the musical Godspell, the props people still need a couple stuff.
We need more flashlights. We need 23 and we only have 13.
Yeah, so many flashlights. And then mugs, like, so 3D art class if you're making pottery. You know what to make.
So the final group of the Principles of Acting class is performing their ensemble piece at lunch at 11:45 today. So remember, there is no food or drink allowed in the theater, and come in by the back door if you can. We'd all love to see you there. Thank you.
Support us.
Please turn in your permission slips for Fall State. I'm still missing a couple, so if you haven't turned it in yet to me, please see me today.
Okay, so Jeff's meeting tomorrow at lunch in the Mac Lab.
And we're going to be doing problems, so be there.
So yeah, cross country. There's a meet tomorrow. It's the last meet before we go to the regionals.
So yeah, you guys should all be there.
Yeah, and the varsity's actually looking really good. We probably beat Ansar and PCS and me first if we're lucky. So yeah, you should be there. It's tomorrow, 4 o'clock.
Okay, really quick, Model UN meeting today. If you're going to Stanford, you have to come. If you want to go to the one day, you have to come. It's Naveed's birthday today, and if you know any doctors, talk to me after.
Game club meeting tomorrow, room 3. We're playing Egyptian War, Egyptian Rat Slam, whatever else you call it.
No Shave November starts after tomorrow.
Anyway, wait. Really quick, I'm still looking for ushers for the play. I need 2 for Sunday. All the other days are filled. So if you're interested, please see me. Yeah, go to class.